This European cricket event is proudly brought to you by HCL Software, Rado and 1xBet.
They absolutely backfired in that game we just saw now, match 9, scoring just 72 runs. Bowled out as well in the final ball of the innings. Ariana CC chased down that total, made short shrift of it in the 6th over, picking up 4 points. This one's chipped down the ground and it's going to be a first ball wicket. And Seaside got off to a nightmare start here. The scorecard hasn't even had chance to update, but it's Chowdhury who was the run scorer in game 8 who just chips that one up, gives almost catching practice to Chandan Murthy. That one's finally clipped away and they do have their first boundary of the innings. Seaside, it's Sharia Hassan trying to will that score to go higher. Well, that will do some good as it's back-to-back boundaries. This time he goes big, does Sharia Hassan. Goes all the way, it's straight and it's handsome. 6 runs to the Seaside. This one's hit into the covers, should be taken and is. Despite the sun there, you can see it was troubling the fielder. But it's not so troublesome if you do manage to take the catch. You can see he was kind of trying to look at the ball out the corner of his eye there because he knew if he was looking too high. Now brings Safi to the crease, who starts off with a one-handed jab and it's gonna go to the rope. This one goes up in the air. The keeper has scuttled straight underneath it. Should be taken and is. And it's a comfortable catch in the end for Nitin Ramakrishna. It's the 3rd wicket to fall for Seaside. Rahim Safi, he goes 4 and out. We'll turn to a bit of spin here in the form of Chaitanya Kalari. Drags that one down. That one's hit into the covers, but it's going to go over the figure there of Aditya Somvanchi. So we go into the 6th over. This one, well, speaking of Maximos, there might be one right there, but in fact it's going to drop into the infield and then just skip away despite the efforts of Chandan Murthy out there. There's another wicket to fall. This time it's Abhishek Patel comes in with his 3rd wicket. Sharia Hassan, I've said all along, he hasn't quite found the middle. Just manages to nick the edge on that occasion. And well, he's going to start with a 6, which is exactly what happened in his 1st over. One gets pummeled away. It gets clubbed down the ground again, and Abdul Haq leading the counter charge here for Seaside. Goes 6-6 with a wide bonus ball in between as well. Punt it back over the head. And this time he overcorrects, he goes too full, and Abdul Haq just flicks it away. This one's clubbed away into the leg side. Again, it will go for a boundary, not quite all the way, but the 6-6-6 is followed up with a 4. Looked like a pretty risky choice with not too many runs on the board, 26 for 3. This time, Abdul Haq, less power, more precision. It's not a bad delivery from Kalari again. Another 4, so 27 runs. Can we go supersonic? It might finish with a wicket, and it does. At least there's a little consolation there for Chaitanya Kalari. It's on the balance of things. Probably does deserve that wicket. It can be punishing for a leg spin bowler if a batter just likes the look of you, and that's exactly what Abdul Haq did. Come say hi in the igloo. Of course, anyone else in the local area, you can sit on the sidelines and catch the flying grizzlies. Just slight corrections being made to the scoreboard here. Get that one back up and running as soon as we can, but in the meantime, it's a lovely 4 to bowl the all-important 9th. First one is flashed away. Saiful Hassan. Oh, hello. That's the funkiest shot as you ever will see, as the ball just chased Muchaba Hakim down, and it's more evasive action than anything, but he manages to get his bat on it. That one has been slapped away. You probably heard the crack of the bat here. To a round of applause for not having hit the ball was baffling to me. As it's a wicket to start the 10th over here as Saif goes for one big swing too many. Just feathers one through to the keeper. It's almost a meek finger of doom lifted there in apology by the man in black. UFC International Fight Week, first weekend of July. As this one is hit over the inner ring, and Chatu, well, he's had a lot of action out there on the boundary. Another wicket here, he's got one already, 2 balls left. Goes for the low full toss, and that's coming right my way. It's just going to land to the right of the igloo. 115, can they get to 120? A 6 would do it. No, it's going to be a run out. It's dead eye fielding there by Nitin behind the stumps, just bowls that one, runs out Abdul Haq. So they don't quite get to the 120 mark Seaside, but I think they can be quite happy with where they are. And look at that, with that wicket, it just ticks over to 50-50. Nothing between these two sides at the halfway mark as Seaside walk off 115 for 7. Already into the 5th game here. Certainly don't want to be the first time team to pick up 4 losses. As Abdul Haq has the ball in hand. This one slightly overpitched. Ease past Malmo, who only registered 100 in reply, but it's going to be an early wicket here. And it's Chaitanya Khilari, who's not had the best game in the end. He's put in some brilliant fielding, but went for 39 with the ball. And he goes for a second ball. Oh, that's pulled away and pulled hard. Vivek Sharma was so quick on the pull there. If they just get one partnership worth 40 or 50, then they're certainly in the game. Where there's 6 of them, as that one's hit long and straight from Nitin Ramakrishna's bat. And they do manage to get the first maximo of the innings. That one's flashed over. Backward point, it'll be back-to-back boundaries, and this is exactly what Hessingens need. Enjoying her music. Clearly I'm out of touch with popular culture. Will go for a 4th consecutive boundary. Ramakrishna moves into the 20s. Coming on to bowl the 4th. Crack. That is a big, big shot off the bat of Vivek Sharma. Halfway through the 5th, haven't found the rope so far. They will on this occasion though, as that one gets slapped into the construction corner off the scaffolding. Will be 4 runs. It's a nice hit. Back-to-back boundaries would certainly help here. And that's exactly what they get, as it's just flashed over point. Again, not quite where you wanted it to go, but they tick over the 50 mark now to 55. Putting off Sharma. Well, nothing to put him off now, as he crunches that one over the covers for 4. Oh my goodness, this one's coming right my way. I'm gonna have to dug it out of the way. Self-preservation. This one's going up, up and away, but there's fielder underneath it. Be a difficult catch. And well, I think the keeper's got to go for that one, surely. There's another chance that goes begging for Seaside. Big appeal here. And I think it's given belatedly, as the umpire sold the Seaside as the dummy here. Take a look at this one. There's a feather through to the keeper. And the umpire at first, he clicks over his counter and then gives the finger of doom. So it will be a wicket to fall. The finger belatedly went up. That one though is clubbed away. It's Sachin Kumar into bat for Hessingens and straight into the runs. That's a lovely shot. Ramakrishna, he seems to be a man in form. Oh, it's clubbed into the leg side. There's a man out there, but he's not going to stop it. 5 more games coming your way on the European Cricket Network. That's a misguided delivery first off by Rahim Safi. I suppose the disadvantage is this one gets chipped into the leg side. Will it go all the way? It's perfectly placed. But I reckon I'll take my chances. This one's cut away over the covers. And Sachin Kumar, well, he's pretty much got license. So he gets Ramakrishna off strike, but Sachin Kumar, he's no slouch. He's 12 off 5, 16 needed in 10. Oh, it's an unfortunate slip by the man in the covers, and again, it's the bite that does it. 12 now needed in 9. That one is clubbed down the ground. It's a chance for a catch. It's an all-important catch, and it is taken by Saeed Gilani. Might be a little too late, but it's a wicket, and importantly as well, it's a dot ball. He only knows one way to play, and that's stealing in boundaries, but this one doesn't have the legs on it, and it will be taken. It's a comfortable catch for Omer Chowdhury, but it's a pressure catch as the big wicket does fall. Ramakrishna, the captain Gokul have here. There's a big appeal, there's a shake of the head. I think Seaside can be happy with that because it's not about wickets here, it's just about the dot balls. This one's clubbed down the ground, should just be a single. It's comfortably fielded by Saeed Gilani. 8 off 3. Can they find the rope? It's the captain on strike. It's well bowled. There's a slight misfield here. 6 needed in 1, so that pretty much takes the golden ball out of the equation. Here we go, 6 to win, final ball. And it goes through to the keeper, and Seaside win it thanks to an outstanding final over from Shahriar Hassan. Oh, he's got ice through his veins. He just wants to take his cap and go off the pitch, but he's not going to get off the pitch before he's mobbed by his teammates. That final over ends up going for just 5 runs.